What's up? It's me, the aborted soul, Matt. How's it going? It's been a while, of course. I've got shit to do, and you won't be seeing me again for a while. That's for fucking sure. But I just got a little message here. I thought it was interesting, and it really represents a viewpoint that I think is valuable enough to share. Okay, it's called "My Views Based Upon Yours." It's golden. It opens up, it says, this is by Gwargor, gwargor, whatever the fuck you say. He starts out saying, you're a hypocrite. You say that people who spread their mental disease are disrespectful and mean well. Same goes for you. Mean, period. Well, period. Anyways, grammatical error, doesn't matter. That's disrespect, spelled wrong, when you bash on people's religions, no apostrophe, and say their God is fake. God. Keep that to yourself, because if don't, then you're just contradicting self. It is disrespectful for people to spread their religion on others, then how is it respectful to do what you do? We will all get along if everyone respected each other. That's all one running long set of caps. And their beliefs, which is also in caps, but there are spaces between those. Period. And most atheists don't respect Christians. Good thing you didn't capitalize that. And why do atheists bring up God? You don't believe in God! All caps. So stop bringing it up! Exclamation point! All caps. It makes no sense. Ooh, he actually capitalized in the beginning of that sentence. It makes no sense, and he misspelled sense, why you would continue to bring up God if you don't believe in God. You people confuse me. I wish I understood, but I think I understood parts of it. For instance, run-on sentence. For instance, you people have to bash our religion. So he's identifying himself finally as a fucking Christian. Nobody would write some shit like this to being such a Christian and maybe a Muslim. Because it makes you all feel better about yourself. Face it, it's the truth and you know it. And run-on sentence, you choose to do what you do because you feel accepted by other atheists. Fuck this, fuck that. Now I feel better because we just put people down and once put us down. Okay, this is all in caps. If you don't believe in God or any religion, then why don't you have anything to worry about, right? So stop bitching about people who do believe in God. Real, mature, and responsible. Oh, and respectful. So I'm gonna dissect what you say and respond to it. You want a response? Here you go, gwargor. I'm a hypocrite. No, I'm not. And here's why. I say, don't spread a mental disease. I am angry and irritated at the lie. I'm angry that people can take our universe and look at it and say, oh, this is all very, we have laws and everything's, there's causality and there's deterministic features to, at least on a macro level, and we're like, this is all very interesting and beautiful and engrossing and enlightening, and you get one life and everything like that, and people are like, oh, we don't know some things, it's a God. Well, that sort of veneer of intellectual respectability that's cloaked around religion is based on the idea that you fall for a logical fallacy. And here's why. If you have a God, there's two things. It's epistemological and it's metaphysical. Metaphysics is studying just not physical matter, but the nature of reality and the nature of how that matter integrates and stuff like that. So metaphysics would state that is something supernatural. Like, if you say, there's a God, you have to define that God, okay? Because, we could say, oh, I got a Shmee, oh, believe in Shmee. And then, most atheists make the mistake of saying, okay, prove Shmee. And they say, well, it rained last week. Of course there's a Shmee. Well, yeah, there's an error on that's utter nonsense, because you haven't defined what a fucking Shmee is. So first you have to start trying to define a God with, trying to prove that a God exists requires that you know what a God is. So it's a supernatural being, and this falls into, like, epistemology, where you go in, and supernatural beings are anything that isn't governed by natural laws. And the natural law are causality, like, a dog doesn't sprout wings, breathe fire, fly around, and shoot missiles everywhere just randomly. Not on a normal day, and not without some really, really good reasons. When you go to sit in your Cadillac or your fucking hoopty ride or whatever, it doesn't melt around you and sprout tentacles and grab you. These would be very supernatural seeming things, and if they had no cause, then they would be supernatural, and we wouldn't be in a universe. Like, we wouldn't exist in the universe that we do, because there's reasons. The idea of science is that things are knowable. Epistemology would be like, well, what is knowable? So this God is unknowable. So how would one know if one bumped into a God? If you came across it, how would you know? Like, if it was totally unknowable, where would you get the evidence that it existed? You can't. You just backed yourself into a logical corner. First you said, God can't be described by these things. It's to some degree, this God is unknowable. Its nature is unknowable and beyond mankind. That's shared by theists everywhere. That is the one common binding factor, is that it's supernatural, that it isn't like a space alien with cool rays or whatever that created the universe and planted everything. I mean, that I would consider that. I'd be like, oh, that's a God. But I mean, as far as supernatural goes, it's not just a power level. It's not, because then parents would be a God to a kid, if the kid was young and unable to do anything for himself, which most kids are. Or you might be a God to your younger sister, but that's not the sort of thing we're talking about. God in this, and what they're really arguing for, is something supernatural. There's a logical fallacy in something supernatural, because if it's supernatural, it cannot be described. And if it's described, it's got natural properties. There's a causal relationships there that you can understand, that your mind can process. It's in your fucking brain, so obviously it has properties. It's got physical properties because it's manifesting itself in a physical world where you are perceiving it. Not supernatural. So if it was supernatural, you would never know what was there. There would be no way for you to know. Like, it wouldn't impact you, because if it was impacting you, it would be following physical laws and physical rules, and it would be natural, and it wouldn't be a God. That's why I fucking know a God doesn't exist. This whole thing of God and Zeus and Marduk and fucking all these gods that came before the fucking bullshit-ass Christian gods. God, the Trinity or whatever the fuck, nail me to a stick so I can save you! Stupid shit. Okay. So that's why I'm not a hypocrite, because I'm arguing against lying. I'm not arguing to coddle anyone. I'm not here saying, oh God, don't say anything that might offend someone or hurt someone's feeling. Fuck no. Fuck that. It's the lie that bothers me. It's the fact that people are devoting their lives and they're willing to fucking kill each other, and they're willing to fucking kill me, and they're willing to fucking kill you for their religion. And that's bullshit. Allah Akbar, right? Okay. Moving on. That's disrespect when you bash on people's religions and say that their God is fake. Well, guess what? It is. It's fucking fake. I'm telling the truth. It's not disrespectful. If you see someone eating shit, you walk up to them and you're like, if they're just totally crazy out of their fucking head, someone lied to them, and they're sitting there doing something self-destructive, just like giving up your fucking logic. Giving up your logic. Anyone that tells you that any path besides reason and thinking and rationality, that leads anywhere but to sorrow, it is having you throw dice. You're like, because there's no other way, because we live in a world with physical relationships. We live in a causal world. Like, we like Newton because he knew what he was talking about, because he happened to be right, and if he wasn't right, we would have thrown it out. Yes, science is changing. Of course science is changing. It's because we're learning. We're not willing to stick to one doctrine and say, okay, this is right because some old fuck thousands of years ago says it's right. No, we're still learning, we're still understanding, and when something comes up and it's provable, we change our ideas. We're like, oh, this is how it is, and we move on. It's not perfect. There's no such thing. That's a fucking made-up concept. But it's not even the, optimal as an controlled range of possibilities. But it's the only way to control those ranges and to determine what we should and shouldn't do. Like, it was amazing that people were like, thank God my kid got saved from polio. Yeah, because God fucking cured polio. Only when it's fucking funny that God only did that when science walked in and did it. Yeah, thanks, hallelujah. Fucking bullshit. Okay. If you don't, you're just contradicting yourself. No, I've explained why I'm not contradicting myself. It's disrespectful, blah, 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 blah. Then how is it respectful to do what you do? I'm doing it intellectually. I would consider it disrespectful if I was telling you a lie. I would also consider it disrespectful if I kicked in your door and buried a fucking hatchet into your forehead, but I'm not doing that. I'm using words, and I'm using logic. It's fucking ridiculous. Like, oh my god, okay, I'm not even going to give you that much frustration. Okay, we would all get along if everyone respected each other and their belief. Okay. No, we wouldn't. People would still be... Alright. We would get along if we respected each other. So what you're saying is A equals A. If we got along, we would get along. Well, of course we would, but that's never going to fucking happen. And if we respected each other and their beliefs... Putting something, grabbing that veneer of respectability, and you can't touch religion, it's this mystical thing that's fucking bullshit, but you can't say shit about it, fuck that. This is my fucking life, this is my fucking world, I'm here just like you are, and I'm not willing to tolerate my fucking species thrown down the drain because of your fucking religious bullshit, or even my fucking time. Oh, there's a lot of really intelligent minds. I know a lot of really intelligent people that believe in bullshit. Go figure. They're gullible. It's not intelligence that determines whether or not you believe in religion. It's your willingness to believe in bullshit in one specific case. And to be able to build your life around something when you have nothing else. It's really tempting. Someone goes up, they're like, I have a shmee. You know, if you're hungry, shmee can feed you. You know, like, but it doesn't fucking exist. It's all bullshit. Show me proof. We live in a causal world. Show me some fucking proof. If there's a God, show me real proof. And break a logical fallacy that a supernatural being can affect our universe that is causal. It can't, because if it can, it's fucking causal. It's natural. Anything that is. It's like saying non-existence. It doesn't make sense. If it's supernatural, it doesn't exist. That's why we fucking believe supernatural. If you step on a crack, you'll break your mother. Thou shalt not have gods. Shut the fuck up. You don't believe in God, so stop bringing it up. No. You know what? If people brought up elves, you don't hear me fucking ranting about people's belief in elves. But if people's belief in elves said that I couldn't, if my testimony didn't count in fucking Tennessee, if, let's say, atheist girl walking down the street gets raped, until the fucking Supreme Court of the United States overturned the fucking decision, atheist's testimony wasn't allowed in Tennessee courts. That's just one fucking example. You couldn't even believe the amount of states where you still can't fucking do anything. Like, why can't I buy liquor on a Sunday? Because someone's stupid religion says so. Fuck you guys. I don't drink liquor, but if I did, I would want to buy it on Sunday, just like any other fucking day. And that's my right. And your fucking religion shouldn't be able to tell me whether or not I can. Why is that bleeding into our government? It's just fucking fiction. If that was fucking with my government, if elves were, I would be bitching about elves, even though elves don't exist. I don't believe in God, and I still have a fucking problem with it, because it's not the God that I have a problem with, because that doesn't fucking exist. That wouldn't make any sense, just like what you fucking Christians are doing doesn't make any sense. Influencing government, fucking slapping stupid rules on us, and that's not even the social fucking bullshit about it. I'm not even going to get into that right now. You people confuse me, I wish I understood. Well, I hope you understand now, dumb shit. But I think I understand parts of it. For instance, you people have to bash on religion because it makes you all feel better. You are assuming you know how I feel. So your big brain microscope that can, look in my neurons and tell what I'm feeling and my motivations, share it with me. If you have that sort of scientific discovery, share it and you'll be respected instead of looking like a moron for believing in bullshit. I forgot. Wait, you can't see my thoughts, so you have no idea what you're fucking talking about. You don't know why I do this. If you wanted to know, you could have fucking asked me. And if you didn't trust me, still making it up is going to be less reliable. I'm the only source for my feelings until you make up a way that you can read my fucking brain. Fuck you, dude. Face it, it's the truth and you know it. No, actually, you were really, really, really wrong. I fucking get into religion and shit like that because I love my fucking universe and because I appreciate my species and I think we are worth it. I think we're worth finding out what's going on instead of just going, oh, God did it, God did it, God did it, oh, you know how many people the fucking bubonic plague killed who were praying? How many fucking people did praying save? Nobody. Didn't save anybody. Not a fucking person. Science eliminated the fucking Black Plague. Just like it did polio. Just like it did smallpox. Fucking moron. Okay. If you don't believe in God or any religion, then you don't have anything to worry about, right? Wrong. If I go to fucking Afghanistan, is it Afghanistan? A lot of fucking places in the Middle East. You're an atheist? They kill you. You can't own land in some places if you're an atheist. So stop bitching about people who believe in God. No. Real, mature, and responsible. Oh, and respectful. How's this for respect? Fuck you, I'm out.